All right, folks, we are back live here at field number 3 in Oldsmar, Florida. A great game we just saw a few minutes ago between the NOLA Crush from New Orleans, Louisiana, and Wesley Chapel Storm. That went in a tie, or I'm sorry, Wesley Chapel walked it off. It was Luca walking that one off for Wesley Chapel, and they took it 4-3. In this one, you can see the same Storm versus the Roos. Now, don't go by the actual listing of the names and the order they are, because in pool play, we don't know who the home team is until the teams do this coin toss at the plate with the umpires. So we will see if... I'll do my best to flip it around here for you when we get started, but very quickly, I'll go through the lineups as well here momentarily. Again, this is the West Coast War 2, put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, broadcast by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, and sponsored by VisitStPeteClearwater.com. All right, so it looks like the Storm are the home team. So we'll make that change real quick. All right, I think I got my act together now as I made the switch. All right, so here we're going to go with the top of the first inning. Let's go through the lineups very quickly. For the Roos, as leading things off, it's going to be Cody. He'll be followed by Mason, Colton, Connor Beauregard, Colin, and Colin will be on the mound for Wesley Chapel. I'm sorry, for the Kangaroo Court Roos. Followed by Kellen, Josh, Connor R, and that is Roebuck. Oh, I'm sorry, not Roebuck, Ring, Connor Ring. Followed by Ben, who will be catching, Ryan, and then Matthias. Pitching for the Wesley Chapel Storm is Julian, and behind the plate is Max. And I'll go through their lineup, their batting order, when we hit the bottom of the first inning. Meanwhile, we'll press forward with the top of the first here as we get things underway. Game number 2, a 10:30 game on field number 3. Following this game will be Diamond Elite and Central Florida Cobras. Diamond Elite Blanco, to be exact. That's slated to start at 12:30. Last game went 6. It was really a big defensive battle and some offensive shining moments. All right, here we go. Julian on the mound, Max behind the plate. Cody steps in the box, and we're getting things underway here in the top of the first. Ball inside, and it's 1-0. So glad to have you all aboard. We, as you can see, we have an enhanced scoreboard now, as promised. There's some more enhancements coming to it, but I think it's much improved. Great feedback in the first game. It's a ball low, that makes it 2-0. And as we continue to make changes to make things better for you, the fan, and your experience, as well as the players and those who go back and watch the games afterwards. And that's 3-0 to Cody. So 3 balls, no strikes. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook, please like and follow. It's free to you. That helps us grow the channel and bring those enhanced capabilities. Cody is on with a leadoff walk here in the top of the first. That brings in Mason. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share. All that really helps our channel continue to grow as we hit a milestone of 500 subscribers today, which is great. We just need to keep that growing. There's a throw over by Julian to check Cody at first. He threw over to Xander, and Cody is back in plenty of time. You gotta get back quicker. But it helps our channel grow, so if you would, please like, share, subscribe. We'd appreciate it. There's a line shot into the center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Throw to second, not in time. And we have runners on first and second now with the single by Mason. That brings in Colton. With Connor on deck. Connor Beauregard, that is. And the pitch. Ball low and outside. And that's 1-0. So Julian looks in, gets his sign, checks Cody at second, delivers home as Colton watches it go low and outside again for a 2-0 count. Again, I want to thank our tournament director, Tim Labus, and Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on another quality tournament. And now the count's 3-0. Tomorrow we'll be covering, today we're going to be here covering 12U all the way through the 4:30 game. And then tomorrow we'll be at Joe DiMaggio Field covering 14U bracket play, which will start at 10:30. It's called strike. And now the count's 3-1.
Go Colton, you got it, bud.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. That's Mason at first, Cody at second. Line shot foul, and that's going to take it back to full. So Julian's done a great job getting the count back. It's a little bit more favorable. All right, so here we go. And the pitch. Fly ball foul down the right field line, and we'll do 3-2 again. Excuse me, folks. And a big bouncy ball comes on the field. Looks like someone's wanting to play kickball. And it will remain. So I guess that was soccer. Got it over to third base to quickly get it off the field. So great job by the first base coach. Over to his counterpart on the third base side. All right, so full count. Payoff pitch delivered by Julian. Ground ball to first. Xander snags it. And the bases will now be loaded with an infield single by Colton. So it looked like Xander was waiting on Julian to come over and cover the bag as the ball was away from the first base completely. And so we'll go ahead and award Colton with an infield single.
Relax, right? You can groove.
That brings in Connor. There's a ground ball right back up to middle second base. Christian throws to Luca. Luca turns it to Xander, and that is 2 outs on the double play, but that does score a run. And the Roos lead it 1-0. Called strike. Actually, yeah, 1 run. And Colin watches that one come in low. So Colin's up. Colin will be the pitcher for the Roos. Kellen's on deck. And it's 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. So Julian's now ahead in the count. And the pitch. It's a fly ball on the right side. Right fielder's coming over, makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. All right, so 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 left on base at the end of half inning. It's the Roos 1, Storm coming to bat. So let me take you through that Storm batting lineup as we get things underway here just in a moment. So leading off is going to be Jonah. He'll be followed by Luca, Lucas, Keegan, Max, Xander, Christian, Logan, Bennett, Julian, and Tyler. And as I said, Julian is the pitcher and Max is catching for the Storm. For the Roos, pitching again is Colin. Catching is Ben. And this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Just about to get underway here in the bottom of the first. Roos jump out to a quick 1-0 lead in the top half of the inning. So Jonah's going to step in. Again, on the mound is Colin, and behind the plate is Ben. And here's the first pitch from Colin. It's a ball outside, and the bottom of the first is underway. It's a foul ball down the third base line, and now it's 1-1.
That's what I got. Well, I'm saying first. It's safer that way. Yes.
It's a ground ball foul, and that's going to be 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Go get him now.
Just confirming with the Roos that indeed that was just 1 run. That's what I showed, but I just want to make sure that capturing it correctly for the viewers at home and wherever you may be in these fine United States. We're live in Oldsmar, Florida. Beautiful day. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3.
Good job, 9.
And that is 1 out. It is, if without DeBreeze, it would be very warm, but DeBreeze is actually keeping it deceptively comfortable. As Luca steps in, Luca had the walk-off hit, double as a matter of fact, as he watches the ball come in low and inside. Last game against the Crush. Again, a great game, went all the way to the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch, foul ball, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch.
Good pitch. Same spot, right there.
So Luca thought about that one as he watched it move to the outside and ring up a ball. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Luca watches it come in low and inside, and now he's ahead in the count, 3-1. Again, Lucas is on deck. Coming up after this one, it's going to be more 12U action. There's a foul ball down the right field line, and that's going to be now a full count. It's going to be the Central Florida Cobras versus Diamond Elite Blanco. That'll be the 12:30 game. There's a fly ball into left field. That's going to be in foul territory, but away from anybody that can get there. And so we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Luca. Colin looks in, gets his sign from Ben. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Line shot to second base, nice snag. And that is 2 down.
Yeah, Mason.
So 2 outs. That brings in Lucas with Keegan on deck. And Keegan looks at Lucas looks at a strike comes in around the knees, and it is strike 1. Or an 0-1 count, I should say. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the center field. Center fielder is back on it. Goes over his head. Lucas is rounding second, heading for third. They're sending him home. Here comes the throw. Not in time, and we have an inside the park home run for Lucas. And that ties this game up 1 apiece. So 2 out inside the park home run. And we are knotted up here in the first. That brings in Keegan. Looked like at first that center fielder may get it, but then it just kept going and going, and
Reset, buddy.
and it had been way over his head. So Keegan watches his ball come in low and outside, and it's 1-0. Max is on deck. And the pitch. Ball on inside. And it's 2-0. That is ball on the inside. I should say I said that really quick. And here's the 2-0 ground ball foul. And now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Tie ball game after the inside the park home run by Lucas. And the pitch. Ground ball foul. And we'll do 2-2 again. Pitch. Ground ball third, fielded cleanly over to first, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 1, we have a tie ball game, 1-1. All right, coming up. And for the Roos, in the top of the second, it's going to be Kellen, followed by Josh, and then Connor Ring. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back as we get things underway. Julian's still on the mound. Max is still behind the plate as we get things underway here in the second inning. You did? It's a called strike, and it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Kellen. Was it on a big field here? Or? Oh, so it's inside the park? No. Over? Oh, it's a small 2-1. Oh, gotcha. It's a foul ball, and that makes it 0-2. So I was informed that Kellen blasted one out in the last game. So the 8:30 game for the Roos. And it's a ball high, so that's going to make it 1-2. That's one thing about the broadcast is being able to catch those moments, which really is special for the kids. And that's strike 3, and that's 1 out, as well as family being able to see it as well. All right, 1 down. That brings in Josh. Connor Ring is on deck. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Ball on the inside, and we have a 1-1 count. As Josh ducked out of the way on that one. It's a curveball, didn't break really well for Julian. And the pitch. Hit him on the helmet, and so Josh is on with a
the first one almost hit him. The helmet.
With a 1-out walk. That brings in Connor Ring with Ben on deck. Ben is the catcher for the Roos in this one. Here's the pitch. Wild pitch by Julian. That allows, there's the throw down to second. It was still close. That allowed Josh to go to second.
At least he got dirty.
And the pitch. Big cut. And that's 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh at second. And the pitch. Foul ball. And that's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Connor watches it come in low and outside and evens the count at 2. And here's the 2-2 off the plate, and Connor works it back to a full count.
Right back at him now.
Swing and a miss, strike 3,
Nice try, Connor.
and that is 2 outs. That brings in Ben with Ryan on deck. Here in the top of the second. And here's the pitch. Call strike on the inside corner. And the count is now evened at 1 apiece. Again, we got 3 more games on the docket for today. It's a ball high. It's going to be CF Cobras and Diamond Elite at 12:30. Some ball high. And it makes it 3-1. .230 game is Central Florida Cobras and the Florida Burn Platinum. There's ball 4. And a 2-out walk issued by Julian.
Let's go, Ryan.
That puts runners on first and second. We got a pinch runner coming in, which is Connor Ring. Running for Ben since Ben's the catcher. So runners at first and second. It's a fly ball just over the second baseman's glove. And that's going to load the bases. So we're going to charge an error to the second baseman on that one, as the bases are now loaded with 2 outs. That brings in Matias with Cody on deck. And the pitch. Call strike. And it's 0-1. After Matias, it goes back to the top of the lineup with Cody. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Cody walked and scored his first time up. There's a line shot in center field. That's going to get down for a hit, and the Roos take the lead. 2-1. And bases remain loaded. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Roos have reclaimed the lead here in this top of the second, as Cody watches one come in low into the dirt. That makes it 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes.
Take it out of the ball now.
Pop fly on the infield. Julian's under it, makes the catch, and that is 3 outs. But Wesley Chapel does get the lead back. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left. At the end of 1.5, it's the Roos 2, Storm 1. All right. Coming up for the Storm in the bottom half of the second inning, it's going to be Max, followed by Xander and Christian. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go with the bottom of the second. Max steps in. He watches it come in low and in the dirt. And it's going to be ball one. Ball high. On Max. And the delivery. And it is
Go 9.
ball 3. Called strike, and now it is a 3-1 count. And that's ball 4. And Max is on with the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. My assistant let me know the shot was off a little bit from the foul ball, and appreciate that. And now we're back in business. Throw over. Max is back in time. Ben checks Max at first. Delivers home to Ben. Xander watches it come in low, and it is a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over by Cullen. Max is back. That is Connor Beauregard at first taking those throws. There you go. There goes Max. Throw down. Not in time. And it's a called strike, so it's going to be a 1-1 count. With nobody out, the tying run is at second base for Wesley Chapel. It's a ground ball, back up the middle. That gets through for a hit. The tying run comes in as the throw comes home, and he's safe. And that throw allows Xander to go into second base. And this game's all knotted up at 2 apiece. So Max and Xander trade places. Nobody out. That'll bring in Christian. He'll be followed by Logan, who's on deck. Ground ball, shortstop, fields it cleanly, over to first. They get him, and that is 1 away. That does move Xander to third. Logan steps in. That's in the hole between left and shortstop and third. That's going to be a single. That's going to be an RBI single, as a matter of fact. And Wesley Chapel takes the lead, 3-2. Coach goes out to try to settle his pitcher down. Bennett's on deck. I'm sorry, Bennett's stepping into the batter's box. Julian's on deck. I'm just going to make sure that see if there's any pitching changes. So a couple of hits by the Storm has resulted in 2 runs and the lead here in the bottom of the second. This has been a back and forth battle so far between these two teams. So Colin remains on the mound. Bennett steps in. Join on deck. And the pitch. Pop foul right behind us. And it's going to be 0-1. So Logan gets his lead at first. Here's the delivery home, called strike. And it's quickly 0-2 with Colin out in front.
What field do you want? It's tied. Yeah.
Foul ball.
4-3 and a walk.
I hit the ball.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 3-2. Stay right here, Colin. Thank you. Oh.
Just off the plate. And it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bennett. And that's called strike 3.
Good pitch.
Nice job. Do one more time.
And that is 2 outs. Logan remains at first.
I seen a guy break his finger. He's like that. Foul ball hit it.
Foul ball again. Or first time, I should say. So it's 0-1 to Julian. Julian is the pitcher for Wesley Chapel. On deck is Tyler.
We have 2 Connors and a Colin and a Cody and a Colt. Yeah.
And a Mason.
Ground ball, third baseline foul. And
One more strike.
Colin is quickly ahead in this one.
No. Awesome.
Going off, coach.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
See the action? Do you have a video?
I was trying to get a first pitch.
Oh, nice.
You got to play next one.
There goes Logan, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 left on at the end of 2. It's the Roos 3. I'm sorry, the Storm 3, the Roos 2. All right. So coming up for the Roos in the top of the third is going to be Mason, who is 1 for 1, Colton, who's 1 for 1, and Connor Beauregard. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Back in action. Fly ball, center field. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the top of the third, that was Mason. Colton is now at the plate. Connor Beauregard's on deck. Again, thanks for joining us for the broadcast. Really appreciate it. This helps to grow our channel, and we're working to get sponsors and advertisers to continue to enhance our capabilities. It's a ball outside. And really do appreciate all your support. We did hit a milestone today, hit 500 subscribers, so thank you for that. And if you are watching on, there's a ground ball right side off of Keegan's glove. Throw over to Joy, covers first, and that is 2 outs. If you're on Facebook, follow and like and share. That helps grow our channel on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, please follow and subscribe, subscribe, like, and share. That helps grow our channel and the attractiveness of advertisers and sponsors. There's a called strike low and outside. And the subscriptions and follows are absolutely free to you. As Connor Beauregard watched that ball come in low and outside and makes the count 1-1. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. And that is 3 outs. All right, so no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 2.5. The Roos 2, Storm 3. Coming up for the Storm in the bottom half of the third is going to be Tyler, then back to Jonah and Luca. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, welcome back to beautiful Oldsmar, Florida. As you can see, some clouds in the distance, but white puffy clouds nonetheless. Beautiful sunny day. Perfect for baseball. Nice breeze, which is keeping things somewhat comfortable. And with temperatures hovering in the upper 80s, close to 90. So, and we even hit in the hottest part of the day. There's a pop fly on the infield. Nice catch by Ben. I think he was kind of surprised himself because he quite didn't see where it was. But wow, that is going in the highlight reel for sure. As Tyler pops out to Ben. So nice job there by Ben to snag that one out of the air. The Roos do have a new pitcher. I'll tell you who that is in just a second. He just throws a wild pitch off to the right of us. That makes it ball 1. That is Kellen on the mound for the Roos. Fly ball in foul territory, and Acevedo couldn't quite come up with it. And that will be, I think it's a 1-1 count to Jonah. I'm not 100%. I may have forgot to clear the balls, but we'll see. Oh, it is 1-1 on the wild pitch. There's another pop fly just beyond second baseman. Can't quite make the catch. And that is. And we're going to an error. So Jonah's going to reach on an error by the second baseman. That brings in Luca. On deck is Lucas. Swing and a miss. There goes Jonah. And not in time, as Jonah will take second base. And one strike to Luca. Thank you, assistant. Joey Booth. There's a line shot in the left center field. That's going to get down. And that's going to spell another run for the Storm as Luke is into second with a one-out double RBI here in the bottom of the third inning. That brings in Lucas. Lucas inside the park home run his last time up. That's Luca on second base. There goes Luca to third. Ball inside. And Lucas safely to third base. And the pitch. And that gets away. Here comes Luca. Not in time, and he's in there. And Wesley Chapel extends their lead now. 5-2. So 2-0 count. And the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball foul. And now it's 2-1. Sorry about that, folks. I was slacking. My assistants helped me keep up. I was slacking on the base runners. Forgot to change the base runners. This is a new scoreboard. If you go back and watch the other ones, for those of you who are veterans. There's a base hit into left field. And Lucas is 2 for 2. As the inning continues with Keegan stepping in the batter's box and Max on deck. Enhanced scoreboard as promised for this tournament. We're expecting some more enhancements to it as we approach our last tournament in June before the summer break. Swing and a miss. Lucas is going to second. Ben holds, throws back to Kellen. All right. So called a balk. That's going to move Lucas to third. Keegan has an 0-2 count on him. And the coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. So while that conference takes place, let's take a quick break. This is Doc and the Tampa Bay USA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back and ready to go. Kellen comes set and delivers. It's inside and low. It's a quick defensive change. Acevedo switches out with Josh. Pop fly on the infield. Actually, outfield. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch. Throw home. And Lucas holds at third base. That brings in Max with Xander on deck. And the pitch. Base hit down the right field line. That is fair. That's going to score Lucas. Max will go into third with an RBI triple. And this game has now been extended 6-2. That brings in Xander with Christian on deck. Xander watches the pitch go low and outside. There's the ball outside. And now it's 2-0. On deck is Christian. Xander single, drove in an RBI, and scored his first time up back in the second inning. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Just out of the reach of the second baseman, goes in center field. So another RBI single. That gets past the center fielder. Xander's going to second, and he's safe. As the throw is overthrown again. So we will give Xander another RBI single as the Storm extend their lead 7-2. There's a ground ball back to short. Takes a wild hop, goes over the glove of Connor Ring. That's going to score Xander as Kellen cuts it off. And RBI single for Christian. And the hitting continues for the Storm. And it looks like we were going to have a pitching change. And we'll get that to you here in a moment. Let's see who that is. That looks like that is Cody. Ben remains behind the plate. So while Cody's warming up, we're going to take a quick break. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back as the warm-ups have finished. Logan steps in. There goes Christian, and he's in there. I believe that was a ball.
Fire it.
And here's the 1-0 from Cody. That's 2. As Logan watches pitch number 2 come in high and outside. On deck is Bennett. So Logan is 1 for 1 with an RBI. There's a ground ball to third. That gets down the third base line. And here comes the throw home. He's in there. And Logan goes into second on the throw. And Wesley Chapel extends their lead 9-2. So Cody checks Logan at second. He's back. Bennett steps in. Here's the pitch. There goes Logan. Hit and run was on. Foul ball. And the pitch. And another foul ball. And Cody's quickly ahead.
Get angry here.
So 2 down. Cody checks around at second. Ball gets away, but Logan holds right there. So Cody looks in, gets his sign, and delivers. Called a balk. And so the count remains 0-2 as that moves Logan to third. And the pitch. Fly ball in the left field. That's traveling foul. Left fielder's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. However, the Storm do put up 6 and extend their lead 9-2 here going into the top of the 4th inning. All right, so coming up for the Roos in the top of the 4th is going to be Colin, followed by Kellen, and then Josh. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back momentarily. Okay, we're back. Colin steps in for the Roos. Julian still on the mound. There's a line shot in the left field. That's going to get down for a leadoff single to start things off here in the top of the 4th for the Roos. That brings in Kellen with Josh on deck. All right, so Kellen steps in. Delivers the pitch. Called strike. And Julian's quickly ahead in the count as Colin remains at first base. There goes Colin. Throw down. Not in time. Good throw, and the count was even 1-1. So again, thank you all for joining the broadcast today. 12U baseball here in Oldsmar in the West Coast War II tournament. Glad to have you on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. A swing and a miss. It's a line shot. That's in left center. And cut off by the center fielder. That's an RBI single for Kellen. And the Roos cut into lead. 9-3 now for the Storm with nobody out. Back-to-back hits. Josh steps in with Connor Ring coming out on deck. Again, thanks for joining the broadcast. Shout out to Tampa Bay USSSA for, looks like we're going to have a pitching change for the Storm. I'll tell you who that is momentarily. It's going to be Bennett coming in to pitch for the Storm. So joining's done for the day. So Tampa Bay USSSA is put on the West Coast War II tournament. I want to shout out to them and appreciate the quality that they do every single time. And of course, that's all because of tournament director Tim Labus. Also want to shout out to all the site directors, social media crew, and field crews. Social media crew goes around and takes pictures and video clips, posts them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So it's like the picture's ready. And nobody out as Josh steps in. And the pitch. Called strike. If you are on, I also want to thank our sponsor. Visit stpeakclearwater.com. And, of course, everything broadcasted. Line shot to second base. Double play. And that's a 2 quick outs right there. So 2 down. Base is clear. There's a called strike on Connor Ring with Ben on deck. And that's 2. A little bit up. With Bennett still in command. It's a ground ball to third, fielded cleanly by Lucas over to first base to Keegan. And that is 3 outs. But the Roos do get 1 on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left on base. At the end of 3.5, it's the Roos 3, Storm 9. Coming up for the Storm in the bottom half of the 4th is going to be Julian, followed by Tyler in the back of the top of the order with Jonah. Also want to thank my assistant for helping out, keep me straight on my multitasking to make sure that I provide you accurate information in the new scoreboard. Again, your likes, shares, subscriptions, follows on both platforms, both Facebook and YouTube, help us grow the channel and help us get more behind us to help get sponsors and advertisers to help us even expand our capabilities upcoming. It's been a pretty good start. Had a lot of growth in the fall season and have really taken off here in the spring season with a lot more folks joining in. But certainly glad to have you. And again, we hit a major milestone today where we hit over 500 subscribers. So we were teetering there for a while, but it's pretty nice to be able to get over that mark. But again, we do this for you and for these young men on the field. So one, when you can't be here physically, you can be there to watch the game. And then number 2, you're able to, the young men, and we did some softball this year, so I should say young women, are able to have some lifelong memories. As a matter of fact, we've seen some of the greatest things. I've seen a lot of kids hit, or young men and women hit their first home runs, and seen a lot of great finishes this year. So thank you all for making it possible, tuning in. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, so about to get underway here as Julian steps into the batter's box with Tyler on deck. As we get things going here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, in pool play, there's no extra innings or tiebreakers. It's either time or sixth inning, whichever happens first. There's a line shot in the center field, caught by the center fielder, and that is 1 out. That brings in Tyler with Jonah coming out on deck.
Fire.
And the pitch. Ball low and outside to Tyler. Foul ball. Right off the catcher's mask. And off the umpire's shoulder pads.
Let's go. Get this guy.
And here's the pitch by Cody. Foul ball behind us. And I'll take the count to 1-2.
Go right at him now.
That'll even the count as Tyler ducks out of the way of that one. A little chin music. And the pitch.
Better.
Foul ball.
That's it.
And the count remained 2-2.
Explode to the plate.
Tyler watches that one come in low and outside. And it's a full count. And the payoff pitch by Cody. Fouled off. So Tyler's battling in there. So he fell behind early and has slowly worked it back to his favor. And the pitch. Foul ball again. And here's the payoff pitch from Cody. Pop fly, shallow left. Shortstop's over to make the play behind third base. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Jonah. With Luca coming out on deck.
Let's go. Explode to the plate.
Jonah scored back in the third inning. And he watches out and come in low and inside for ball 1. It's Cody getting reset on the signs. Winds up, delivers. Ground ball to third. Takes a weird hop, gets into left field, and Jonah is going all the way into second base on that one. So we will award him a double on that because it was not because of the throw. And conference on the mound. And it's going to be a pitching change. And it looks like Connor Ring is going to be the new pitcher. And as Connor warms up, we will take a quick break. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, folks. There's the pitch coming in to Luca. Watch as it come inside for ball one. Jonah is at second base. Oop. Jonah's at second base. Connor Ring turns and throws to second. Ball high, and that makes it 2-0. And looks like it's going to be 3-0 now on Luca, with Lucas on deck. So Luca doubled and scored and drove an RBI his last time up. And that's ball four.
You got it, Connor. One more out, bud. One more out.
So that puts runners on first and second for the Storm, with Lucas stepping in. I'm sorry, Lucas, not Luca, Lucas. So Lucas is 2 for 2, a home run, and scored another ball twice, actually. And the pitch. Just watches that one go float outside. That makes it 2-0. And the pitch. Two balls, one strike, 2 outs. Storm threatening here in the fourth. They do lead it 9-3. Is going all the way to the fence. That is going to score 2. It's a big day for Lucas. Walk-off double, and that ends this one, folks. So the final in this one is the Storm 11, the Roos 3. Again, thank you for joining us for the broadcast. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Like, share, subscribe, and follow on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Would really appreciate it. Coming up next is going to be the Cobras and Cobras and the Florida. Diamond. It is Diamond Elite. So the Cobras and Diamond Elite coming up next. Again, please join us for that one. Final score here again: Storm 11, Roos 3. We'll see you all in just a bit.